I'm Alessandra Barrett, Senior Content Editor for JOC. I'm at our Container Trade Europe conference with Thomas Sorbo, CRO and co-founder of Zenita. Great to see you.
Nice meeting you too.
Zenita provides a benchmarking data analysis for ocean freight. The benefits of having market intelligence before the tendering process are sort of straightforward or appear to be. Could you walk me through what the benefits are for on the shipper side as well as the carrier side?
Absolutely. So for a shipper, before going into a tender, they usually have to go through a budget process and also set expectations with internal stakeholders, for example, like finance. And since the ocean freight market is extremely volatile, and the changes from last year till this year can be significant. And in order for them to improve that process and to set a better expectation internally, they can benefit greatly from market intelligence. So the expectations is more in line with the current market and not based on the past.
Now, what about having that intelligence during the process and then after the process?
So during the process, from a shipper's point of view, when they receive bids from either carriers or freight forwarders, they can use market intelligence to redefine targets, to leverage that information in negotiations with their suppliers to achieve better results. And from a carrier freight forwarding perspective, they can utilize this information to refine their bids and then quote more in line with the market to potentially improve their opportunity to win more business.
What about after?
So after, from a procurement point of view on a shipper side, it's usually the case that you need to prove either a saving or a cost avoidance. And then obviously if you are comparing against 12 months old data, that might put you in a difficult situation. For example, if the market have moved upwards, like we've seen now over the last couple of years. So they can utilize then real-time market information to show actually if they have improved compared to the market or not. And that has a great benefit for a lot of shippers.
What do you see the future of ocean freight contracting looking like?
I think there's great potential to improve the way we know how shippers tender their business on an annual basis. There's less carriers in the market, so when shippers go out for tendering on an annual basis, they always end up asking the same ones. And it's a cumbersome and long process to go through the tender from the shipper's point of view, and it requires a lot of resources from the carrier or the freight forwarder to quote on these bids. So we believe it's a better way of doing this by providing an index-based model where both parties know that they are achieving a competitive rate, but enabling them to focus much more on the supply chain and the longer-term improvement than the short-term tendering and the short-term view from contracting on a yearly basis.
So do you see tendering essentially going away?
On a long-term perspective, I think there's better ways of doing it. When it comes to short-term, I think we will see the way tendering is being done today to continue, but more and more companies will go on a path where they're looking at more supply chain improvements and not tendering on a yearly basis.
Great. Well, thanks for taking time to sit down with me today.
Thank you so much for having me.
I've been speaking with Thomas Sorbo, CRO and co-founder of Zenita.